Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about why is it so hard being a black woman. And not a lot of people will really even think or to even bother asking this question, especially if they're not a black woman and every day of their life is like a peachy daydream that they always live in. You wouldn't even understand, especially if you're not a black woman. And I'm not just talking about the racist shackles of society or even like racial hierarchies there are. I'm talking about the wide spectrum of different kinds of black women and why it's so hard for us to even mingle or for other black women to fit in with other black women. We always seem to separate ourselves by particular personalities or even by the things that we like. We just tend to separate ourselves and miss the overarching picture that we are all the same in one specific way. Hello, black women. And due to the spectrum that we set ourselves on because we're raised in different backgrounds, it begins to have some of us develop an identity crisis. And we think about, where do we even belong? Not even black women want to mingle with us, so where do I even fit in at? So that's when we start really breaking off into separate categories of fitting in with a particular group of people that share similar interests to us. The whole spectrum and the identity crisis makes it hard to be a black woman because we're trying to fit ourselves into a particular description that matches with another group. We end up trying to put ourselves into subcategories just thinking about it. Like, who knew that there would be such a hard entry like getting into a private school to be a black woman and to be amongst other people like you? Who knew it could be so hard? This series is just going to be based on me personally developing as a black woman, wanting to share my personal development in having to break myself up into fitting into a subcategory that made me feel comfortable being in because black women or black girls didn't accept me into whatever particular spectrum they were on. And the spectrum is so wide. That's why it makes it so hard for us to connect, even though we're black women. This series is meant to be built on connections with other people who may even have similar relations to the story or the stories I'm going to convey in the future. Anyways, feel free to like and subscribe on this video and put on your notification bell because the videos to come in this particular series are going to be very personal to me and very dear to me. Stay tuned.